Instead of, as usually, Friday, I would share a story. Today, in honor of Pesar Sheni, I want to ask you a question. What do Avram Avinu, Abraham, David HaMelech, Rabbi Akiva, the Baal Shem Tov, the Rebbe, Nathan Sharansky, Thomas Edison, Albert Einstein, yes, Walt Disney, Steven Spielberg, Abraham Lincoln, Steve Jobs, Soichiro Honda, or the famous painter Vincent van Gogh, all have in common. So while you're thinking about it, join me in saying thank you for God, for all these names, and for all the miracles, obviously, that He is doing with each and every one of us. So for the moment, don't think about my questions. Let's just focus on Psalm 100. Mizmor lesoida, horiu ladonai kol haaretz, ivdu es Adonai b'simcha. V'oi lefanav b'nono adu ki Adonai olim hu asanu v'lo anachnu mitzvah merisoi. V'oi yishor b'soida chatzorosei v'sila hoido lebachu shemoi. Ki toiv Adonai le'olam chasdoi v'yadoi v'dor emunasoi. Friends, let's give some tzedakah. Take a pushka, put something in, and so yesterday we explained that Pesar Sheni is the time that we catch up for missed opportunity. As we said yesterday, those who could not make the Korban Pesach, the Paschal Lamb, the first day when it was necessary on Pesach, or the month of Nisan, because they were Tamei, they came to ask to God, why should we be left out? Give us another chance. And God gave him another chance. This concept of asking for another chance, in other words, not giving up when you can't do it, when seemingly you have an obstacle, you can't do it. And for that matter, you have a valid excuse. They had a very good excuse for not doing it. They couldn't do it. Torah told them that they are tamei, so they're not permitted to do it. Fine, so they're excluded. They're exempt. They didn't give up. They persevered. And they came and they demanded from God, give me another chance. Let me go back to those names, at least some of them, time permitting. All these people did not have first sight success. The opposite. Avram Avinu, as we mentioned, the first one. He was thrown into the furnace for his revolutionary thoughts. Years and years later is when he became the father of all nations. King David, he was overlooked by his family. In fact, his brothers mocked him. He was pursued by King Shaul. Lived as a fugitive before becoming the most prominent king. Moshiach is a descendant of David HaMelech. Rabbi Akiva, in the time of the Omer, he couldn't even read until the age of 40. Began as a simple shepherd, eventually to become one of the greatest Torah scholars, Torah sages in history. Baal Shem Tov, who revolutionized the world with Chassidic teachings, was unknown. Was a teacher of little boys, little kids, Aleph Beis, telling him stories. In fact, when the Rebbe started after the Holocaust, after the passing of his father-in-law in 1950, a broken, tired nation, and he came out with his revolutionary outreach program, and he didn't like to call it outreach, inreach, I would say. He was mocked vehemently. Today, everyone recognizes the Rebbe's approach to having transformed the Jewish landscape. Nathan Sharansky, a prisoner with very little hope, eventually became the symbol of Jewish courage and freedom. But let's go over to world people. Thomas Edison till he came up with the practical light bulb, had a lot of trials. Albert Einstein couldn't speak well as a child. He struggled in school. Walt Disney was fired from newspaper for lacking imagination. Steven Spielberg rejected from film school multiple times. Abraham Lincoln lost many elections, faced many business failures to become one of the most prominent presidents. So the message is simple. Let's not give up hope, especially now with the whole idea Mashiach is coming. And it keeps on another moment and another moment. We don't give up. And we're demanding the Eibishter, you know what? Today, Pesar Sheni, perfect time for you to take us out of exile.